Nick's Trees. Hi, baby. Happy birthday. Many, many more. It was a pleasure catering this party. I'm never doing it again. When you're 60, you fucking cheap bastard, you are going to pay for things. And I'm not doing it. I'm not chopping any more salad for you. But anyway, happy birthday. I love you. Somebody else. Nick?
Yeah, I agree completely with whatever Teresa just said.
Nick, you look marvelous for 50, you know? You look so good. Even the guys want you, alright?
Do a little.
You have a wide angle on me? I want a wide angle.
You look beautiful, darling.
Thank you. I want to say a couple of ththings about Nick Crumb with 2 M's. Number one, I'm so proud to be here on his 60th birthday. I have never seen a guy look better at 60 than Nick Crumb. I've never seen a person out of the age of 15 so serve praise as Nick Crumb. Nick Crumb's got a real problem. Is this Hamachi? Excuse me, Nick. No, when Nick goes surfing at the trailer park,
Keep eating that fish like that, you're gonna have scale.
I'm talking about Nick. I just want to say, Nick, I love you.
That's very good.
Beer.
Very good, very good.
I'm like,
Bob, you gotta talk here, Bob.
it's a talkie?
Talk to the camera.
You know, I usually get in trouble when I talk. Monica says say less.
No, Monica's ready to go. She just needs one more margarita.
No, she gave me a whole list of things not to say at this party.
Say them now!
I can't, I'm not drunk yet. She said, do not embarrass me. It's alright, I'll try.
Come on, say something. I have to go to Lil.
No, I don't do video.
Hurry, Bob. Only you can save Lil.
I don't do video.
Lil is my client, she doesn't do video, okay?
Come on, Bob.
I'm speechless.
You're speechless? When does that happen?
Rare. It's rare.
Alright, here's the scoop. We were just talking about you, Nick, and we, first of all, can't believe you're turning 50. We can't believe how good you look at 50. Your skin, it's amazing, it's moist, no wrinkles. I told her about your ballet, and your ballet training, and why you're so, you know, agile and whatever, and active, and we're so happy that you are, and anyway, we can't believe that you're turning 50. Right? Yeah, we can't believe it. So anyway, happy birthday. You look great, and I hope you like our presents. At least yours. Mine not good. I mean, mine's fun, but nothing like yours. Yeah, you're gonna have a great time. Many more to come. And we're not amazing. Yeah, you really do. Yeah, we are. What are your secrets? Yeah, what are your secrets? What do you want, Johan? You keep going like.
Wrap it up, wrap it up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Bye. Happy birthday.
Tom, what's his name?
2 things in life.
I'm just gonna wear one of your shirts. I think it's all this like really tight I wanted to do like a real makeover.
Keep that lens away from you with that spin on it. Who's this? Is this Nick's?
The camera loves Frank.
Whose camera is that?
Frank, just say happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Nick. I hope you have 50, 100 more.
He walked in here the first time.
So excited to see you. Who's ready?
All right, Julie,
Yo.
we are here tonight at Nick's 50th birthday party.
We are?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Really?
How long have you known Nick?
I've known Nick as long as I've known Johan. So I'm going to say, would you believe? Oh my God. Almost 10 years.
Okay, now, what do you think of Nick as a... Do you think Nick is a sexually attractive man?
Yes, I do.
Yes?
Yeah.
So if you were a single girl
Oh man.
and you, now how old are you?
35. I'm too old for him.
35, okay.
I'm too old for you, Nick.
If you were a single girl and you met Nick, who is now 50,
Yes.
at a party,
Yeah.
would you be attracted to him?
Yeah.
You would?
Uh-huh.
You would find him to be someone that you would consider going to bed with?
Because it's you, I'm not gonna slap you in the face because I love you so much. But yeah, definitely.
Why do you consider that as something that you would slap me in the face with?
It's a very tough because Janelle's gonna be watching this. No, really. Janelle's one of the luckiest people I know.
Really?
She's a very handsome. Do that again. She's a very, very handsome, very, very sexy, very, very nice husband.
We're just talking hypothetically
I
here,
know.
so don't be embarrassed. You know.
Yes.
Hypothetically,
What?
if you were single and you met Nick at a party and he's 50 years old, is he still within the ballpark of yes, definitely?
Yes.
Okay. Now what exactly about him?
No.
What is it about what is it? What's the essence of his sexiness?
His youth.
Well, he's 50. That's not considered youth.
Have you heard of the Peter Pan complex?
Yes.
Johan and Nick have the Peter Pan complex, as well as most people in Montauk, right?
No, wait. Explain what the Peter Pan complex is to people.
They never age. They love life. They feel great. They're always exercising no matter what they do. There's like this youthful existence. It's a youthful existence that they have, and it's very part of their system. It's just there. And he has that. So does Johan. Everybody here. Walter, hello. All these guys.
Okay, food's ready.
I'm just telling you right now that he's asking me questions that I don't want you getting mad at me
Wait
about.
a minute. You didn't mention me in
I'm
that
gonna
group.
kick her ass if she makes me mad.
What about me? Am I?
Very.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very,
Very,
much.
very, very, very.
Thank you very much for answering these very personal questions.
Yeah.
We appreciate your candor.
All right, Lou. When I said very, it was for Lou.
All right. Ciao, baby.
Au revoir.
Okay, Mr. Johan. We are gathered here tonight to celebrate Nick's 50th birthday.
The half-century mark.
The what?
The half-century mark.
Right. Can you speak up because this microphone does not pick up
The half-century mark. Nick, can you hear me, Nick? Or are you already losing your hearing?
Okay, now, you've known Nick for how many years?
More than I care to remember.
All right. Now, we all know about Nick's strengths and wonderful qualities, but we hardly ever hear about his weaknesses, except from Janelle. She's always ready to tell us what's wrong with Nick. Now, speaking from your perspective, Johan, what is it about Nick that sometimes rubs you the wrong way?
Actually, let me rephrase the question. I can tell you, I'm to blame for Nick's surf fetish because the first summer he spent in Montauk, I believe, was the one in which we totally bamboozled him into staying at our house, and that was the first summer he was dating Janelle. And I can tell you that Nick's weakness is his absolute Achilles tendon is his total inability to do laundry, at which Janelle absolutely excels. And all she did that summer was do laundry. She did Nick's laundry, she did her laundry, she did all the laundry that she could possibly import from Manhattan.
All right.
In fact, you can smell the dryer going from Dish Plains Beach.
We're not talking about Janelle here. We want to know about Nick. What is it about? Did Nick ever piss you off in any serious way?
No, never.
Never?
No.
Did he ever piss you off in a moderate way?
No, actually.
How about a slight piss off?
No.
Nothing
No.
ever? Like you've never been annoyed with Nick for anything?
Well, I once confronted him about the electrical bill which had shot through the roof at our house. And I said, Nick, you got to understand, your girlfriend, Janelle at that point, has a problem, and it's laundry. And she's been running that dryer from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every single day. And you need to be held accountable for your proportion of the electrical bill. And Nick fought me on that.
Okay, so what we have discovered here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, from Johan, is that Nick has no, he has no flaws in his character. He's just a lovable, wonderful guy.
Well, I'm not going to testify to the fact that Nick has no flaws in his character. But I will say that Nick has no flaws in his character that I have yet to discover.
Okay, well, that's good enough. Johan, thank you very much
My
for
pleasure.
this wonderful testament on Nick's character. We appreciate it. We're rolling.
Hey, Nick,
Okay.
happy birthday.
All right, Paolo, I'd like to ask you a few questions about Nick.
I know
I've been going
nothing. I
around-
see nothing.
I've been going around asking people what they think about Nick. Is he a wonderful person, or maybe there's
Best
something...
guy I've ever met.
Really? Is there anything about Nick that has rubbed
Other than
you...
Lou, of course.
Is there anything about Nick that has rubbed you the wrong way?
Yeah, his friendship with this guy named Lou.
He's never... Has he ever done anything that you said to yourself, you know, that Nick really pissed me off the other day or the other night?
No.
Never?
Never.
Come on, tell the truth, Paolo.
He's a good guy. I like Nick. He's like a brother to me.
He's a perfect guy?
I didn't say he was perfect. You're
right.
asking me whether he said anything or did anything that pissed me off, and the answer is no.
All right, what do you think, what is it about Nick that doesn't make him perfect? Where are his imperfections?
Well, that's a long story, and I don't think you have enough film. However, he's
Paolo,
still...
you're acting like a politician here. Come on, let's be out.
Yeah,
with it.
where's
Let's
my
lay-
cigar anyway?
Let's lay it. Oh,
Who
wait.
is this?
All right, I'm sorry, Paolo.
Hey, it's Connie.
Paolo is
We're
not
saying
being
happy birthday to
straightforward,
Nick.
so no, we're not. We're asking questions about Nick, and Paolo
Yeah.
refuses
Oh, dear.
to answer.
All right.
All right, Con, I'm going to ask. I'm going to move on to.
Nick, I apologize. You know what happens when Lou starts asking questions. I will try.
right,
He gets
Con-
too close. We don't want a close-up. No close-ups.
All right, I'm moving away. I'm
Put the veil over the
zooming
face.
out.
Okay.
I'm zooming out.
All right, what do you want to ask me?
Con, what is it about Nick that you think makes him? We all know that the girls find him sexy. What is that essence that gives him his sexy?
Easy.
What is it?
Well, besides being extremely handsome, it's that little boy that's in Nick. It's that little boy.
It's
that
the
is
little
so
boy?
sexy.
Can you speak up because we may
It's
not?
that little boy in Nick. Besides being extremely handsome, sexy, and all of that, it's that little boy, you know, that doesn't want to grow up. All right, everyone's that we love.
Really?
Yes.
And would you, Connie, if you were to meet him, if you were a single girl and you were to meet Nick at a party such as tonight, would you have a sexual interest in him?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes?
No question.
Would you? So you would want to go to bed with him?
I still want to go to bed with him. Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
This is the truth, though.
Now, what is it about Nick that makes you want to go to bed with him?
All of the above. All of
Is
the
it
things
his
that I just
looks,
said.
or is it his manner, his demeanor?
It's not only his looks.
You're next.
It's where we gotta go. No, it's not only his looks.
You guys should come back tomorrow for lunch and bring
It's his. I tell you, it's that charm, you know, and just, you know, that he doesn't want to grow up. And I love that about Nick.
Okay, let's just move it.
From
hold-
one
hold-
50-year-old to the other.
Let's just go forward a little bit.
Oh,
You
dear.
meet Nick.
Oh, dear.
He has an interest in you. You have an interest in him. You're both single. You end up back at his place. You're in bed now.
And you're very loud.
What's the first? What's the first? What's
I keep saying this, right?
What's the first thing that you do after you both of you take off your clothes?
Whatever it is that Nick wants me to do. I want to please Nick. And I so it's whatever he wants to do.
I see. Okay, well, we'll pick this up later on. Thank you very
Was that
much.
too upsetting to
Well,
you?
there's just, young people coming in, and we can't. Action. All right, we have Noel here. No. We understand there's something very important that you want to say about Nick.
Well, you know, I've known Nick now for a few years, and he's quite a guy.
Yeah? That's it?
Well,
no, do you have
you know,
any homosexual tendencies?
Well, you know, I've considered it.
Will you have sex with Nick if you were a homosexual?
Well, you know, if I thought Nick could possibly be interested in me in that way, I'd probably change my sexual preference.
Really? Now,
as a matter of fact, I'm sure of it.
Do you like Nick? No, let's be honest. Is Nick someone that you really like?
I might
don't
be
mean
saying
sexually.
too much here.
I don't mean sexually.
I don't want to, you know, cause any problems.
No?
Yes. Oh,
I asked you. We're not talking sexual here. Let's just change direction a second. Speaking about Nick, just from a platonic relationship that you would have with him. Do you feel that Nick is someone that you could get really close with?
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it, actually.
Do you think there's any depth to Nick's character, or is he just a flighty?
He's very superficial, and that's what I think I'm attracted to.
Oh, really? So you don't think there's any depth in it? You think he's just a flighty, stupid, surfing type guy?
Well, stupid might be going a little too far.
Okay.
But definitely flighty and surf-oriented, you know, that Grom kind of thing.
And that's what attracts you to him. That's what would make you want to be his friend.
Absolutely.
Is there ever been any time that? By the way, how many years have you known Nick?
I guess it's going on 4 years.
Lighten up, Lou. Lighten up.
Lou, cut for a second.
You are not.
Okay, action. Dalton.
Sir.
We all saw that wonderful gift that you gave Nick tonight. That lovely drawing of the barrel.
Thank you.
What prompted you to do that? What are your...
To give it to him, or
we want to know. No, we want to go deep in your heart, Dalton, and we want to know what your feelings are about Nick.
See, about Nick. Well, his spine is still. You know, Nick at 50 is he's got it going on. You know.
He's got it going on. What does that mean? Can you expound on that?
I was on the
Dalton?
beach today, and I said I was going to Nick's birthday party, Nick's 50th birthday party, and somebody on the beach said, 50? He's 50? They could not believe it, you know? And I said, yeah, he was a dancer. And like, yeah, they couldn't believe that either, but, you know?
But what, okay, that's...
So, I had this small ocean drawing, and I love the ocean, so I draw the ocean, and I was like, what can I give Nick that he would appreciate? And so I gave him this little drawing, and I told him that when he's 100, he'll get a bigger one.
Dalton, how long have you known Nick?
Oh, it's got to be 4 years now, I'd say, probably.
Okay, relatively
4 or
short
5.
time. In those 4 years, have you spent a lot of time with Nick?
In the water, yeah.
Yeah?
Lots of time in the water with Nick.
So it's just been like a water relationship with Nick?
This is true, and thus the water art.
Okay, have you ever sat down with him and gotten to know Nick personally and in depth? What Nick is all about, where he comes from, what his interests are. Have you?
Yeah, to a degree. I know he's madly in love with his kids in the ocean, and we share that in common. And our daughters play together, and it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Have you ever discussed anything more?
But the hockey thing. Are you driving at the hockey thing, or?
No, I'm driving at more existential type questions of life, and things like that.
You know, he wants to be in the tube.
He wants to be in the tube.
And I think, it all boils down to, that comfort we found in the womb.
Really? What can you describe to us what that feels like?
Nah, you just got to do it.
The only way you know.
The only way you know is you got to get in there.
You got to get in there. So you have this connection with Nick because both he and you know what it's like to be in the tube.
Yes.
Well, that's very nice, Dalton. We'll just end it at that.
Thank you.
To be in the tube.
Being in the tube. That's where we want to be.
Thank you.
good for the profile.
Okay, we're on with Marilyn. Marilyn, how long have you known Nick?
I'm not answering any questions.
Okay.
All I'm saying is happy birthday, sorry for crashing your party. And it could either be your second 25th or your 5th 10th.
Okay.
Whatever you choose, just have a happy and healthy year, and we're happy to be here.
Okay, and this is your husband here, Fogey.
Fogey, he's going to learn how to surf next year.
Okay.
What do you want to know?
We're on now, and here we are with Fred Gold, one of Nick's wonderful friends here in Montauk. Fred, how long have you known Nick?
Well, Nick, I've known, it's got to be 10 years.
10 years. Now, I've been asking this question to other people tonight, and I can't seem to get a straight answer. In the 10 years that you've known him, now I want you to be serious about this, Fred, and think back.
Okay.
Has there ever been a time where he's pissed you off in any way, or aggravated you, or just rubbed you the wrong way, or did something that was just really, you know, annoying?
Yeah.
It was?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, more than once.
More than one? All right.
Several occasions.
All right. Can you give us a description of one or two?
It's those mornings where you come down to the beach at 8 o'clock in the morning and you see there's like 1 foot waves, and Nick says, "Oh, you should have been here at 6. It was great."
And that's annoying.
That's annoying
Well,
as
that's
hell.
a little bit annoying.
It's a little bit.
Come up with something more.
No, other than that, he's the love of my life.
Really? Yeah. You know, that's one of the things that we're discovering here tonight, that no one really has anything bad to say about Nick.
It's because it's his party. Everybody, wait till after everybody eats and drinks.
Oh, really?
Then you can talk to them.
Well, you see, I thought that Nick is this wonderful guy that nobody has any problems
He's a
with.
wonderful man with wonderful qualities.
And what are some of those wonderful qualities that you admire in Nick?
He's a good surfer. He's got a good bottom turn. He appreciates a good surfboard. It all has to do with surfing. I mean, as far as family, friends, everything else, forget it.
That has nothing.
That he fails in all capacities in those categories.
Right.
But if you talk about surfing, he appreciates a good T-shirt, a good sweatshirt, a good surfboard. He appreciates the day and the surf etiquette.
Right. Now,
Okay?
Fred, how would you feel if one day Nick was suddenly to disappear from Ditch Plains, that he would no longer be here? How would you feel? How would that affect you?
I'd figure maybe another 6, 8, 10 waves a day for me.
That's it?
That's the truth.
Fred, you're so cold.
That's not cold, that's warm. And every time I rode one of those waves, I would say, this was Nick's wave that now he gave to me because he left.
All right.
Okay?
Now, let's get back to the 10 years that you've known him. We asked you about any times that, the times that he's aggravated you.
No.
Was there any, what about the good times? Can you look back and remember any special moments that you were involved with Nick?
Well, we've had a lot of special moments, and this is with all truth and honesty, with our kids. That his kid, Sam, is like my kids, Willie and Connor's best friend out here, and they hang out, and we watch them boogie boarding together, and we take care of each other's kids when they're in the ocean, and that's real nice and special, and I do love that about him. And he's real good with my kids, and good with his kids, and that's good, and I love that.
Now, Fred, you're considered by many as having a lot of wisdom about life and people in general.
Yeah.
And given that, we'd like to ask you, what do you think about Nick and Janelle's relationship?
Oh, that I wouldn't even get into. I have enough problems with my own. I don't need to talk about somebody else's.
Oh, really? What kind of problems do you have? All right, we'll just end it at that.
We're going to end that here.
Thank you, Fred. Okay, here we are with Doug, who says he knows Nick. I don't know Doug, but Doug, can you tell us how, when, and how long you've known Nick?
I've known Nick since about 1986.
And how did you meet Nick? And have you spent a lot of time with him since 1986?
Well, before I found God, I was a homosexual, and I spent a lot of time in the baths, and that's where I met Nick.
You spent a lot of time with bats?
No, in the baths.
Oh, in the baths. Oh, I see. And did you have sexual relations with Nick?
No, but I watched Nick have sex with a lot of guys.
Does he have is he well endowed?
No, they used to call him Tiny Nick.
Tiny? They used to call him Tiny Nick?
Yeah, it's the little boy in him. that everybody refers to.
I see. And did you ever?
You know, he makes it up in board size, though.
Were you ever attracted?
It's an inverse relationship between board size and penis length.
I see. And were you ever attracted to Nick?
No, but he's got a cute little bald spot on the back of his head.
And in the let's see, 1986. That'll be 15 years that you've known Nick. Is there anything about Nick that has pissed you off? That he's done that's pissed you off?
Are you running out of tape?
He's running out of questions.
I think that one of the times.
It's like Ugly George.
Hold on.
You know what I liked most about Nick was like, this pretty much sums up Nick, is when I was getting, you know, we were surfing and it's pretty, and it's in the winter, right? And you're trying to roll your sleeve up, and then roll it back down. But Nick would have his stuff on already, and you'd ask him to help you.
Don't question my.
And he'd look at the water, and you'd get that one glove close to getting it finished on, and he'd run from you. All you'd see is his back. He wouldn't help you because he had to go catch that wave.
Okay, I have a couple of pain in the ass people behind me.
Light on
questioning my. All right, here's Walter Yost. We'd like to ask Walter Yost. I'm really going to get close up on his teeth because he just had.
I'm telling you, ma'am.
Hey, look.
Okay.
Oh, ask him if he's eating corn and guacamole.
Okay.
I feel like I have a stalker amongst us, Alan.
Okay, here we are with Walter Yost.
Who's he?
Renowned photographer for
Nick Crumb.
For Nick Crumb. Walter. Okay, we had a dress rehearsal before, so now we're on live action here. Is he
reading this? Look at it, he stares at it. He loves this image.
Okay, please.
Beautiful light.
We don't have too much. You know, we don't want to waste too much tape here. We want to get to the subject at hand, which is Nick Crumb.
Crumb.
Nick Crumb. Excuse me, the gallery, please be quiet. I'm interviewing the renowned photographer Walter Yost.
Is that Nick? Luigi, does that remind you of anything?
Yes.
Your old days?
Okay, Walter.
Yes, sir.
Let's get to the subject at hand now. Nick Crumb. How long have you known Nick Crumb?
He's taking some things out of his mouth. We've already gone through this question. Get to the next one.
I think for 10 years.
10 years.
I don't want to make it public.
Okay.
Because Nick and I met during ballet studies.
All right, now you've told me.
You don't want to?
You've told me.
You know, when an interviewer's on his knees and he's got his hand now rubbing closer and closer to your genitalia, there's a reason to be alarmed.
For the people in the audience who don't see what's going on, I have my hand on Walter's knee, and that's what he's just commented on. That's just panned down. That's my hand rubbing his knee.
The dog's jealous.
Okay.
The dog's gonna lift his leg.
Okay, now Walter. Walter, many times while you and I have had private conversations, and we've talked about Nick Crumb, you've made a lot of disparaging remarks about him.
That's
Would
true.
you mind repeating some of these on camera right now for us? What are some of the things that bother you about Nick Crumb and his lifestyle and some of the things that he does?
He seems to be slightly obsessed with the water. But this is his birthday. And you know, we shouldn't come down on Nick. He's 60. He looks great. But we shouldn't really come down on Nick Crumb.
Well, no, but I think, you know, we should balance this out because there have been a lot of...
Excuse me. Any man who spends 9 hours a day in the water when it's a half an inch needs mental help.
Any man that what?
Spends 7 or 8 hours in the water a day when it's a half an inch, dribbling half-inch surf, needs some sort of help. And when a man needs help like Nick Crumb, he should be.
Lou takes this too seriously. Lou does this like Mike Wallace.
No, don't follow him. You gotta go this way. You gotta go the opposite way that Walter's going.
Have you noticed how he's steady? His steady cam is my knee.
Just learn the basic move of a music video.
Okay, Walter.
Yeah.
Why? No, but Nick.
It's not a good angle.
Nick has a spiritual experience when he's in the water.
He does.
So why should you deny him this wonderful feeling that he has when he's out there in the water. He's having a wonderful time. He's being one with the universe and the Almighty or whatever.
Who's asking the
Who
question?
are
This guy
you?
is sick.
He talks more than the person that's supposed to talk.
No, I'm trying to ask a question. Why?
What you should do is you talk, and I should film you asking the questions.
Okay.
Turn it around when you ask the question. Seriously. Ask. There you go. Now ask the question.
Okay.
I'll frame it. That's all right. Here we go.
All right, you framed it?
Yeah.
I believe that Nick Crum, when he goes in the water, and he spends all that time in the water,
Put your hand off my camera.
he is becoming one with the universe. He is melding his soul and his spirit with the Almighty, the God that we all should be blessed with this wonderful attribute that Nick has. And Walter here, being the materialistic, mundane person that he is, does not understand this.
I gotta pull back for that, baby.
Hey, what did Ask Bernardo come back?
Hey, wait. All right, ask Bernardo a couple of questions.
Ask Bernardo. Get into the tube.
Okay, cement.
So, do you have any birthday wishes for
would
Nick
just like
Crum on his
Doug.
60th?
There's
Is
a
there anything
wave.
you'd like to say nice about Nick?
Yes.
This is his birthday, so be
There's a
careful.
wave that's predicted to break in the year 2002 that will break over a perfectly generated reef, computer generated reef that will raise and lower the bottom level to make barrels or point breaks, and you will all come. You will all come and you will all ride this wave, and it will only cost you.
Well, you get the pro
It
rate.
will only cost you $30 to ride 6 waves all day long, and it will ride you, and it will break perfectly for every wave.
How we doing?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It was bigger an hour ago. It was really going on.
Oh, no, you need to do the water.
Oh, no.
Where is he?
Hey, proof him. Proof him. Proof him. And he's been in front of the cameras all day.
What?
Hey, did you win that contest?
This is little stuff. I was interviewed by ABC today.
Really?
You know, not the scruffy type like yourself.
Happy to be happy.
That's right. I
You get that?
Oh, yeah.
An Aqua Star.
Oh,
No touch. Star of the Aqua Theater.
Aqua Theater.
Yes.
Presents Roger Pike.
I could be in East Hampton, you know.
You could have been, but
Hey,
you
listen,
chose
with
not.
this camera,
I
hope
could be in
everybody
Sag
clips
Harbor,
nose hairs
you know.
tonight, okay? Because we're talking zoom in, zoom out, all right?
Look
Keep
at
it
those
tight,
shoes.
okay? Thank you.
tight.
What you looking at down
Come on,
here?
give Roger some time here.
I'm sorry,
Got a
Roger.
so-
He's
anybody
being
got a
worn out
sock?
from ABC, though.
Look down there now.
A wish comes true.
You know, his wife's wish.
He's getting his
Yeah,
head.
Baru, Vitaman.
Looking good. A lot of hair up there.
Hey, it was sick.
All right. How do we turn this off now?
What did he say? We can go, Joe. We can't play
We didn't break the camera.
No, I'm trying to turn it off.
Teresa is going to. I know how to turn it off. Give me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're the cameraman.
It's recording.
I know it is.
Christ. Okay, Otto, we'd like to ask you a few questions about your boss, Nick, your owner.
Otto, at what age did you become aware that your father had totally abandoned you for the ocean?
Say it. Read it. Say
No,
it.
Johan, I'm supposed to ask the question. You're supposed to be Otto.
Oh, I didn't know. All right. We're doing role playing again, Lou?
Yes.
With our clothes on this time?
Okay.
Johan, hurry up.
Otto, do you enjoy being the dog of Nick and Janelle? Johan, now answer as Otto.
Oh, yes, I do.
Okay, Otto, who do you like best, Janelle or Nick?
Janelle, because she grooms me.
Otto, as Nick.
Music's too loud. The music's too loud here.
Wait, hold it.
Music's too loud.
Okay, Otto, we're back here in a more quiet environment. Otto, I was just about to ask you, has Nick ever tried to do anything, you know, unwanted with you? Like, has he ever tried to penetrate you in any way that you didn't like?
Nobody once left me in a car at Rockaway Beach for 5 hours while he surfed.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Otto, are you a male or a female?
I'm a eunuch.
What about Janelle? I know Janelle is very sexually charged, and she's always looking for sex. Has Janelle ever tried to do anything with you, Otto? Has she ever tried to manipulate your member?
I'm going to plead the fifth on that because I need to get fed tomorrow morning.
Can you get Julie and your wife?
Hold on, Otto. I have to get Julie and my wife.
What if we do a triplet? Here, do triplet.
Wait a minute, we have to interview the
closer. There you go.
Wait, not too close.
All right, what?
Look at that poor dog. Stop it being too close.
Beautiful.
Okay, now here we have.
Aww.
What did you want to say something? Because
so much.
Dewey?
Excuse us. I'm getting all kinds of advice as to what to do.
Nick, happy birthday! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nicholas. Happy birthday to you.
All right, girls, would you mind turning around and just shaking your booties? Come on, shake them up. Janelle, come on, let's see that booty. Come on. J-Lo, come on.
J-Lo.
Let's get that booty. All right, there we go. Okay, Otto, we're back here. We just had a minor interruption. Now, we were talking about you. Oh, excuse me. We were talking about Otto. What is it like living with the Crumbs? Otto, I said, what is it like living with the Crumbs?
Insanity, day in and day out.
Loud. Say it loudly, Johan.
Insanity, day in and day out.
Now, which of the Crumb family members do you like the most?
Janelle, because she feeds me.
Is that the only thing that she does, Otto?
She grooms me.
And when she grooms you, Otto, what exactly does she do?
I mean, every dog likes a butt rub.
Every dog likes the what?
A butt rub.
A butt rub.
It stimulates me.
Now, when Janelle is butt rubbing you, when Janelle is butt rubbing you, I see you're getting excited, Otto, just thinking about that. Your tongue is sticking out. When Janelle is butt rubbing you, what exactly is going through your mind?
I'm thinking about just how far this might go.
Otto, Otto, I noticed you've been sticking your tongue out a lot. Has Janelle asked you to do that? Is that because Janelle has asked you to do that a lot?
Because Nick's in the water too much?
Because
when Nick spends 9 hours.
Because Nick is...
Lou, how long did you work on this routine?
Nick has been in the water too long. All right, excuse me. Teresa has found...
Teresa has fun.
Teresa finds this a little too upsetting, so we're going to have to cut it short here because it is her camera. But Otto, I see your tongue. It's very nice. Okay. Ciao. Bye.
On film again.
All right. Okay, Tom.
You didn't do talking.
I'm like the silent. I'm the silent talker.
Tom, look, we're asking people here tonight what their honest opinion and feeling is about Nick. Can we have yours, please?
Did you eat? Did you eat?
Hey, I'm talking here.
Okay.
I gotta say, in all sincerity, I admire Nick. Hello.
Oh, that's a bunch of shit. You know it.
I gotta say that I admire Nick. Here's a guy who used to dance, pulled himself out of the gay market, found himself a woman. This is pretty impressive. It's a long, hard road. I know.
All right, now Tom, let's get serious here tonight. That was a
You should have
wonderful.
called me about 3 hours ago. But anyway, no, seriously. Nick is my hero. Nick is the youngest 50 of anybody I know. By the way, I'm 50 next year, Nick, so remember what I'm saying here, okay?
Are we going to have a big party next year, Tom, for you?
There will be a stupid party next year, I guarantee it. But Nick, you're the man. Stay young. It's all on your mind, buddy. God bless you.
All right. Okay, but now we also want to know part of Nick's dark side. We're trying to accumulate.
Didn't I just mention something rather dark in his past?
Well, that was in jest. We want to know honestly, is there anything about Nick that rubs you the wrong way?
He'll snake you in a second on a wave. He will snake you.
He will?
He's got a little too much Westchester, In Montauk, we're a little more laid back than that. But, I understand he's only got a couple hours to catch waves, he's got to jam it out,
Right.
But,
Tom,
I still love you.
Do you think you know Nick very well? Do you know what makes Nick tick? Have you ever had any serious, in-depth conversations with Nick?
I haven't had a serious conversation since about 9th grade.
With anyone?
Ever. So, why would I start with Nick?
Okay. All right. So, I guess we can't go any further. Thank you, Tom. It's been very
Happy
delightful.
birthday, Nick.
Oh, hold it. Okay, now we're recording. Go ahead.
Dude, I just want to tell you that me and the brothers, we think you're our favorite Grom.
Favorite what?
Grom, isn't it?
Grom?
Grom, yeah.
Okay.
You are a real big kahuna, as we say here in Ditch Plains.
All right, Dick.
In the surfing world.
Dick, let's get serious here for a moment.
Of course.
Dick, how long have you known Nick?
I've known Nick since he was in his 40s.
In his 40s?
Yeah.
Like his late 40s or his early 40s?
Well, it was always hard to tell, but I think it was his early 40s when he was a much younger, more robust fellow.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean more robust?
Well, I remember when, he'd be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. He wouldn't be sort of walking around like this, like...
Back problem?
Yeah, back problems, front problems. I mean, he's got... Well, I don't want to go into that, but, I mean, he was... the old Nick. Do you remember?
Yeah, no, I don't, because I've only known him for a few years. But let me ask you this question. Let's have a hypothetical situation. Let's say Nick is single.
Yes.
And you know this wonderful girl that you've known for a long time. You think she's wonderful. She's also single. And you happen to think that Nick and she will make a great match.
Right.
So now you're describing to this girl, let's call her, let's call her
Nellie.
Nellie. You're saying to Nellie, I want to tell you about this guy Nick that I know that I think is perfect for you. How would you describe him to Nellie?
I would say, Nellie, there's this guy who he's sort of a Renaissance man. He's a Renaissance man.
He is?
He is. He plays hockey, he surfs, he's artistic.
Speak up, Dick, because
I'd say, you know what, Nellie? This guy is the real deal. That's what I would say.
Now, okay, now describe to him, you have to, Nellie wants to know, all right, you know what, let me make believe I'm Nellie.
Okay.
Dick.
Nellie.
What does he look like?
He looks sort of like, to me, he's sort of like Lou, except not quite as...
I don't know Lou, Dick. What is Lou like?
Lou is, he's very...
Dick, what business are you in?
I'm in.
Aren't you in advertising?
I am.
And isn't that where you have to try to get across to people what products are like, and a good description of the product so that they want to buy it? Okay, so let's make believe that Dick is a product here, and you're trying to sell it to Nelly.
Nick, you mean?
I mean Nick, not Dick.
Yeah, because Dick I could sell.
Right.
Like you wouldn't.
Are you having a hard time selling Nick? Is that what we're getting?
No, we're not. No, we're not.
Okay. Nick, I'm Dick.
I'm Dick.
Dick. I'm Nelly.
Yes.
Dick, I want to know what Nick is like. First of all, let's start with the superficial qualities. What does he look like?
Nick he's a rather stately yet he's just lovely. He's a nice guy. He's got a great sense of humor.
Dick, you're not coming through for me, baby. I want to know what he looks like. Is he short? Is he tall? Is he good looking? Does he have a wart on his forehead? What does he look like?
Well, he's about.
Give me a shot at that.
He's sort of up to the H in the hotline board, height-wise. In fact, he sort of looks a lot like this board in many ways.
All right, let's get down to some other questions.
Been here half an hour.
Dick, you've known me for a long time.
Yes, we go back ages.
Right, and you know that I really enjoy sex.
Yes.
Now, is Nick going to be able to satisfy me?
You know what? I would think that if he's not able to satisfy you, then the one who just walked in certainly will. Nick will certainly be able to satisfy you.
Yes?
Absolutely.
How do you know that?
Because he satisfied so many guys here.
No, Dick, I'm Nelly.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. Nelly, I know that he would because that's what everybody in the neighborhood has to say. Let us at this point, let us leave it at let us suffice it to say that on the occasion of his 50th birthday, Nick Crumb is the youngest 50-year-old I think we can all agree that we know.
Okay.
And that we wish him the very best.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's just end it at that.
Nelly,
it's been a pleasure.
The pleasure's been mine.
Okay, we have now Steve.
Hello.
Now, Steve, you requested to come on camera because you want to say a few words about Nick. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Well, speak up loudly so we can all hear you, and let's hear what you have to say.
Okay, Lou. I hardly know you at all, but I've known Nick maybe a year, and I've been to a lot of 30th birthday parties, no 50th birthday parties. And this birthday party is a lot like a 30th birthday party, and I think that
except for 20 more years.
Nick has a lot to be thankful for. He's got some great friends here, and I think that it's a good feeling. That's what I wanted to say.
How long have you known Nick, Steve?
About a year, like I said.
About a year? That's all?
Yeah.
How did you meet him?
I met him at a party in Larchmont.
Oh, so you're from Larchmont? Really? And where are you staying out here in Montauk?
I'm not staying in Montauk. I'm staying over just outside of Sag Harbor with some friends.
I see. And were you officially invited to this party, Steve, or did you just, happen to just drop by?
A little of both. I was told I was invited, but I never got an invitation.
So you never got one of those those really cool invitations. Did you see the invitation?
Sounds like you got one, Lou.
Yeah.
No.
You didn't get one? Do you surf, Steve?
No.
You don't surf.
I've tried.
Do you like the ocean, the water?
Very much.
Oh, okay. Absolutely. All right. So is that what do you think? Do you like Nick? Do you feel that he's a good friend of yours?
He's not a good friend yet, but I will say this. Any person who doesn't surf envies a surfer. You know, a surfer represents an attainment of a certain, maybe in the West, in the U.S., you know, almost a spirituality, a oneness with nature. And those who don't surf, I think, miss that. And Nick has it in his bones.
Yeah, he certainly does. So you kind of like envy Nick for his surfing, love of surfing.
I wouldn't call it a sort of, where you're quivering with envy, you're feeling the hatred side of envy. It's more like the, gosh, what a cool guy.
Yeah.
That kind of envy.
Do you hang out with Nick a lot in Larchmont?
Not enough. But
have you gone out to dinner with him, or
yes.
Have you socialized?
Yes,
with him?
I have.
And when you go out with Nick in Larchmont, what do you talk about?
Well, there's typically many people at the table, and there hasn't been a lot of one-on-one, and hopefully there'll be more of that in the future. I think the main thing is while I'm speaking, can you just pan around the party for a second? I just want to say this. You know, you've got a great group of people here. Everybody's enjoying themselves, and there's a lot to say about that. And, I think it bears mentioning. And as a somewhat casual acquaintance of Nick, I just wanted to take a small part in this tribute and just say that what you see here is not insignificant in terms of attaining something. And even if you look at Lou and his contribution with the camera, people are coming together. There's a sense of community, and that's worth mentioning. So Lou, that's why I asked to go on camera tonight.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. You did a great job. Bye. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we are with the last interview of the evening with Nick's wife, Janelle. Janelle? First of all, we would like to ask you some specific questions about your husband, Nick.
Who's we? I want to know who we is.
The network.
Oh, we.
Okay. Janelle, let's get to the heart of the matter.
Okay.
Are you in love with Nick? Connie, get out of the picture.
I love Connie. Nick who? Am I in love with Nick who?
Lou, this is Samantha. Nick is in love with Samantha. Sex in the City. Check out the shoes. They're right off the. They're right off the scene from next week's show.
Okay.
Am I in love with? But it's Janelle and I. It's Janelle and I. Do you think you can only have a lesbian adventure? We have the ultimate lesbian adventure. Now he's gonna say something really gross, so don't even start with that.
All right, look, go on. Ask them a question. Well, Connie.
No.
All right, no. We're getting serious here, all right? Janelle, we all know, we assume, and we're sure that you are in love with Nick. Can we just get that out of the way? Because that will determine what kinds of questions.
Alrighty there, Lou.
Yes? Is that it? Do I get a yes to that?
Lou, yes.
Okay. All right. Are you madly in love with Nick? Like, do you think that Nick is the apple of your eye?
Yes, he's the apple of my eye.
Okay.
Why are you doing this on camera? Here, let me think about that.
Janelle, let's go back. Let's go back in your relationship with Nick.
Robert Walters, you are not.
When you first met Nick, you've told us many times.
Stop it, Lou. You're an addict, Lou.
You've told us many times
crack cocaine.
Yeah.
How wonderful, what a wonderful guy he was, but more importantly, what a good-looking guy he was when Nick was younger.
That's right. That's right.
When you look at him today, do you still find him physically attractive?
Well, kind of in a slightly balding sort of.
So the balding doesn't really bother you then?
No, I just wish the rest of his body was balding as well.
Okay, Janelle, we'd like to get serious about this because it is Nick's 50th birthday party.
Yeah.
Okay. Besides the physical good looks that we all know you're attracted to, what is it about Nick? And now you've told us many times that about the things about Nick that bother you. Him staring into space, him
Your birthday.
Yeah.
him always going into the water, him not helping you out at all.
That would be correct.
We're not going to talk about those things tonight. What we want to talk about tonight is the characteristics of Nick that attract you to him. What are those things that attract you to him? What is it about Nick?
Olivia, I can't remember.
There must be something. Come on.
Lou, go to a different line of questioning.
All right. Okay.
Lou, is this really what you're asking everyone all night?
No, these are specific questions.
No, you gotta ask me different stuff. It's not good for me.
All right. What would you like to talk about, Nick? Then. Come on,
Nothing.
Janelle.
You know,
This is your opportunity.
This is his 50th birthday, and I'm so happy that he has reached the age of 50. First and foremost. In such a.
Are we talking about Nick again? Put it off.
Turn off.
I'm gonna go.
Oh, go back.
I'm gonna go see Eva.
Are you? Is she home?
I would imagine.
I'm sorry, she doesn't want to. But I don't blame her.
So I just want to thank you.
You know what? Thank you for coming. You came so nice and early. I love you.
Look at, he's like a 4-year-old. Look at him.
He's doing my butt.
J-Lo.
Stay away from the J-Lo, okay?
No, I'm not
I am
doing
J-Lo.
He's sick.
He is a pervert.
Look at he's got his legs open and everything. He's a deviant.
All right, Janelle. Can we get back to the interview?
I know she doesn't want it. But if she did. All right, you know what? Come over for lunch tomorrow.
Do you have any food left over?
All right, Janelle.
Ask some good questions.
No, come on. Let's get
I'm
serious
about
here.
to leave.
I want you to tell me what is. I mean, I could tell. You don't have to tell me. I sense it that you do have this deep, profound, passionate love for Nick, and you express it in a unique way that is.
You know, I did until I had to plan this birthday party. And it all went down the toilet. Because this was much too much work. Nobody ate the food. Here's Dick Albert. Bring Dick in. Dick.
I've already been there.
No! Alright, that's it. I'm done. The interview's over.
No,
It's
Janelle,
over.
we're not going away until you tell us, until you tell the camera. Come on, I know that you are passionate about Nick, and I want you to say it. I want you to express it.
I'm so passionate.
I know it's inside of you, but I want it to come out. I want it to come out in your own words. Come on, tell me. Come on. What? Give it to me. What is it about Nick?
I refuse because it's too personal. I can't do it on the video. And get away from me because that's not my good side.
You can't do it on the video. Do you do it? Do you do it in other places?
Lou, talk to Dick.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have failed.
The lifeline.
There's always one monk in the crowd.
I want to see this.
Come on,
Go, baby.
I was wishing for something else.
Speak.
I would like to say thank you to everyone for coming. This has really been very great.
That's Rob going.
Hey! I don't know, 50 years doesn't seem like a big deal to me because I really don't think it is a big deal.
It's around 28.
Lady, maybe you made a mistake with the person, but I really feel good. So, but I think part of that reason is because so many good people. I like to thank my mom and my dad.
How about your wife?
About your wife? I'm so glad everyone comes along. And it's really great. I always wanted to have a reasonable, decent party.
Reasonable, I like that.
Reasonable party. I like that. A party in Ditch, because to me, this is really
reasonable.
Like home for me. I love this place. I might be a weekend tourist, but I love this place. I love that water. It's just you're a longboarder.
Party organizers.
Jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow.
Thanks, Janelle.
Thank you, Janelle.
Janelle, I gotta say something about my wife here.
Go on, give him a hug.
Better late than never.
What's the big deal? Little party, you know? A few things for the people to eat. No, it's gotta be this. You go, this long. That's it. No, just a little party. This is not a big deal. It's not my style. She made it. Great clap. What's the big deal? Little party, you know? A few things for the people to eat. No, it's gotta be this.